For as much as I love digital and how malleable and versatile it is as a format, there's something deep inside of me which will always be a hardcore fan of 16mm film. 16mm embodies the definitive look of film, with its beautiful grain, its vibrant colors, the slight chromatic aberration on its edges, and its grittiness and warmth. While Super 8 is a low-budget film stock with huge grain and beautiful colors, and 35mm is a high-budget film stock with fine grain and iconic colors, 16mm sits in the middle and takes aspects from both stocks, with finer grain like 35mm, but I would argue better colors like Super 8. 16mm can be used in so many ways. Whether it be movies like Darren Aronofsky's The Wrestler, where 16mm is used to give a gritty documentary feel, or movies like Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom, where 16mm is used to evoke a sense of nostalgia, with the movie being set in the 60s, a time where 16mm was at the peak of its usage. This brings me to my next point, nostalgia. 16mm for me evokes a sense of nostalgia like no other film or digital format does. To me, 16mm is like a real-life visualization of happy memories. Just like 16mm, happy memories are somewhat hazy and warm and grainy, as the older memories fade away into nothingness. This is why 16mm is also great for surrealist films. 16mm lives in a place between reality and imagination. Donald Glover shot his short film Clapping for the Wrong Reasons on 16mm, and it's obvious why. While at first appearing to be a documentary, the short film delves into the surreal, as Glover starts pulling out golden teeth, and Danielle Fishel tells Glover about her weird dreams, all while Abella Anderson walks around in the background while no one seems to know who she is. Going back to Moonrise Kingdom though, the 16mm in that movie heightens the sense of fantasy and childhood innocence and wonder, as Sam and Susie run away from society, starting a life of their own, every child's dream. This is why 16mm is magic. It can be used for both surrealism, fantasy, and gritty documentary movies. 16mm can make you nostalgic about 90s skateboarding culture in mid-90s, but then bring you crashing back to reality with the horrors of war and the Hurt Locker. 16mm is without bounds, and while some may say shooting on 16mm is limiting due to the nature of film, I would think it'd be freeing, knowing you can really do anything you want.